Welcome to the channel, DIY Anime Moving Paper Doll.
Hello everyone, this is Hiding. Today I'm making Jiaoxuan's cutout. It's a really interesting UCK. It made me quite happy to draw. This time, I didn't control the sketch size well. As a result, the paper figure turned out almost as big as both of my palms. This must be the biggest paper figure I've ever made. This paper figure has a lot of hair accessories. When I was breaking it down, I kept forgetting to draw all the accessories. Later, when coloring while referencing the diagram, I realized the line art was wrong. Then I even tried to fix it, thinking of covering it with an acrylic pen. Unfortunately, the liner pen's color was too deep, and the acrylic pen couldn't cover it at all. Ultimately, I just had to redraw it honestly. This time, several shades of pink markers were used for coloring. I have a cutout that's also pink. I even made a small card for him. At that time, I couldn't find a suitable pink marker at all. So the final color turned out very strange. When I first got the markers, they were all in disarray. I needed to organize them by color myself. I was too lazy to organize them then. So I asked my younger brother for help. Later, I found that the color classification wasn't very accurate. Reds, oranges, and pinks were all mixed together. Previously, when I colored with pink, I always looked in the light red section. So what I colored wasn't pink at all. While making this paper figure, I suddenly had an epiphany. I instantly recognized which ones were the true pink markers from the pile. Looking back, it's quite funny. I would rather suspect there was a lack of pink markers then. Then consider that I just hadn't recognized the color myself. Such blind confidence. Next up is the finished product showcase. Let's take a look. That's all for today's sharing. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, this is Hiding. Today I'm sharing a submitted project. I made Shinobu Kako from Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. What attracts me most about the anime Demon Slayer is the story behind each character. The author's depiction of character emotions is incredibly intricate. Whether it's familial love, romantic love, or friendship, all of them deeply move me. Many characters' experiences are truly tragic. There are also many great pairings to share. It's an ensemble cast that I really enjoyed watching, and the battle scenes in the anime are also incredibly spectacular. They're breathtakingly beautiful. This time, after I laminated the parts, I realized I missed laminating a small part. It would be a real waste to use another laminating film to laminate it again. At this point, I suddenly remembered I had a small iron. I bought this iron a long time ago when I was making clay figures. I tried it out and found that an iron can actually be used for laminating. Just make sure not to leave the iron in one spot for too long when using it. Otherwise, it will smoke heavily and the lamination will fail. Always iron it several times from left to right in the same direction. Both sides need to be ironed. And don't set the temperature to high. Besides an iron, a hair straightener can also achieve good laminating results. Those who don't have a laminator can give it a try. In the blink of an eye, a new year has arrived. Unconsciously, I've been doing paper crafts for so long. I'm truly grateful for your continuous companionship. Here, I wish all of you a happy new year. Next up is the finished product display section. Let's take a look together. That's all for today's sharing. Bye-bye. Hello everyone, this is Hiding. Today's video features a submission. It's about Ya Envy from Eggy Party. This weekend, I went to see a movie with friends, but the plot was incredibly confusing. I still didn't understand what it was about after watching it. After the movie, I bought some stinky tofu. This must be the worst stinky tofu I've ever eaten in my life. Hands down! Inside the box, there were just a few plain pieces of tofu. No sauce, no cilantro, no scallions. It was just incredibly salty with every bite. It was truly a terrible outing experience. Last weekend, I helped my mom with chores. Hiding earned some pocket money. My mom also said that if I continue to help with the spring festival cleaning, she'd give me more pocket money. Now hiding is really motivated. Before, helping out would at most get me some words of encouragement. So I often slacked off. My main contribution was just being there. Mom probably couldn't stand it anymore. That's why she decided to motivate me with material rewards. Once the weather gets cold, hiding really can't get out of bed in the mornings. I remember in a novel I read before, the male lead said he wanted his beloved to live in a big house and sleep in a big bed. Wake up naturally every day. Eat whatever they want. Wear whatever they want. I really wonder when I'll be able to live like that. Sleeping is better. You can have anything in your dreams. Lately, I've watched many anime about time loops. Most of these stories are quite heartbreaking. The protagonists travel through time again and again, trying to change the plot and save their friends or loved ones. It makes me feel a mix of sadness and bitterness. My younger brother was the one who got me hooked on anime. Back then, Hiding watched several isekai anime series consecutively. It was truly an eye-opener. Completely different from the children's cartoons I watched when I was little. And from then on, I stepped into the new world of anime. Next week, Hiding is going to a wedding banquet. Many people are getting married at the end of the year. I get to have a big feast again. And it's a whole week of feasts. I'm so happy. Hiding really loves drinking beverages. Every time I attend a wedding banquet, I can drink lots and lots of beverages. I said before that I wanted to write a diary, but I didn't stick with it at all. Then I realized, aren't all these posts I make just my diary? When you put it that way, there's nothing wrong with that. That's all for today's sharing. Bye-bye.